Hey everybody, welcome, and here is today's pick a card. Let's shed some light on it. Maybe you can see a little better about what we have. Let's bring it like this. We have this purple card. We have a green card. That one's getting away. And we have an orange and teal pinstripe down the middle. So I came to my desk and these things were on my table. So I figured we do a pick a card. I'm going to use my Lenormand and Tarot. The Crosby. Aleister Crosby's Tarot. 1, 2, 3. And I figured I'd draw them with you here with me. Welcome to anyone new. Welcome back to anyone returning. I'm your host today, ClairV. So, for those of you who picked the purple card, let's go in for the purple card pickers. This even got gold rims. It's like an old time hoopty, but sported up. It's lowered, low rider. So we lying low. Tinted windows, so no one sees us. So for all my purple car people, here's your cards. We have the stork. It's transformation, longing, bringing a baby possibly. We have the letter. The letter is communication of all kinds. Text, writing, communication, email. Then we have the lily. The lily is like morals, beauty, passion, sex, sensuality. This is all passion. It's like Madonna whore complex sometimes. We'll see what it means. And child. The child, number 13. So, let's read them like this first. So, how I see this, let's get my wand out. See how I see this. So the child, it could be a child or it could be new beginnings. So new beginnings when it comes to transformation. Or a stork could actually bring a child, and that's the news from the sex. So this actually could mean pregnancy. This whole thing sounds like messages of pregnancy. It could be new beginnings with a sex partner because of transformation in your communication. Or you could be talking about moving, new beginnings, and that could bring you pleasure. These are all like, you have 13, 30, 27, and 17. So you have a double here and a double here. 7s and 3, 3, 7. I don't know if there's a time period, 3 to 7 months. This could happen. Or an age, 37, or 3 and 7, if you want to look back those ages. You can be communicating about new beginnings or about happiness, or you can be talking, like, this reminds me of like sexting. You know what they say, instead of texting, it's sexting. And that could maybe bring new beginnings and a transformation in your life. I see a new way of communicating. Like if you used to do something this way, maybe I'm talking different. Because you see this at his beak, it's telling me that maybe you need to close your beak, or like bite your tongue, or like, see, put a hook in it when it comes to communication. Because see, this is red and this is red. It's telling me to like seal your lips. So maybe you need to seal your lips, and that's how you should, maybe you'll learn something new. It'll bring you greater happiness. There is something about the hatch. Maybe you shouldn't put all your eggs in one basket. There's a lot of opportunities out here. You just have to communicate your wants and your needs to your higher power. That could be a big thing. Let's see if we can look at it like this. I still think transformation comes when you talk about if you want to have a baby, you have to have sex and communicate to the universe. Or if you want to transform, you have to communicate that. And like, think of it as already bloomed, and then it will pop up. Another way we could say this is maybe an actual child will give you a letter and a card, and it'll come from far. Maybe you received a gift in the mail from somebody. Maybe you're moving and you got a letter you had to move. This could be a letter telling you you have to move. But it brings flower, it brings happiness, a new beginning. So it might seem like blue right now, but it's like you have to be resilient. Like these ducks, see their protective feathers. They don't feel the water. They don't feel like they have a protectant thing on their feathers. That they don't feel how cold it is. So it's like they're protected. Just know that you're protected, and the cold is not going to harm you. You're not going to feel it. So it's okay. It's okay to be vulnerable. But be sensitive in your speech. See the S? Or maybe somebody with an S is writing you a letter. An S in initials. Or is texting you or communicating to you something. Alright, let's give... Oh, there's your advice card. For you, purple card. Go from afar, yes. That's the same thing what we were talking about. This is the Queen of Swords. Now she's holding a double-edged sword. And this is telling me that you have to watch what you speak. You can be blunt and honest, but you can be nice about it. So remember that. You could be blunt and honest, but there's a nice way to go about that. So yeah, maybe speak nice and kind words, have morals about it. Like, this is respectful speech. Like, speak like you're in front of a child. Like, speak how you would to everyone, how you would in front of a child. Alright, that's for you. Purple car. Now for all those who had the green car. We're at 10:37. The green car. This is like a sports car. It has a tire, and it looks like some kind of, they're like preparing for something. They have an extra tire on the roof, so maybe you should be prepared. There's the extra tire on the roof. We're gonna choose from the Lenormand and the Aleister Crosby Tarot and the Lenormand. So also there's a number 58 on the car and a signature. So this is telling me this car is also a fast car, NASCAR. So this is telling me you should be prepared, like take an extra, like if you're going on a trip, make sure that there's an extra tire. You don't want to, this is telling me you have to be prepared. And 2020, I don't know if that year means anything to you. A58, 2020. Alright, that's the messages I get right away from you green card lovers, pile pickers. And now I see a quarter. So for all y'all who picked the green car, my viewers of the green car. The green car. I seen that. One more for your spirit. There we go. Alright, so first one popped up. We have the feminine, or the female, or the woman in some decks. This could be you if you're a female. If you're a male, this is your feminine side. Or this could be, for a male and female, this could be a female in your life. Someone close to you. Then we got the coffin, which is the death card number 8. This is new beginnings. Transformation. Then we have number 23, the mice. This could be a literal mice. This maybe could be a pet. This could be where things are decaying, or a loss, or a disease, or maybe stolen. And then we have the scythe, which this causes pain, or it cuts things off, pokes things. Let's see. We're going to do the same thing we did with the other one. I guess we could have started like that, but we're doing it like this. So, here we go. Okay, so, in case you haven't seen any of my readings before, we read these in combos, Lenormand cards, so we're going to start like this and then maybe switch it around. But, what I see here is the woman is cutting something off or is in pain. Because she's holding on to a death. Maybe there is was an actual literal death. So this could be some pain, some tears because of that, like grieving. And grieving, what do they say? Grieving is like an action of love. It's like the circles of life. It's like never ending. Like nobody really dies. it's this thing. It's like noetic science. This lady that was studying noetic science, which is like basically, to explain that, is the thoughts that we think could make us sick are the same thoughts that we could think to make us better. It's like we make ourselves sick so we can make ourselves better. Well, this lady did a study, and she literally, they literally had a scale to weigh like lighter than a feather to the 0.00000 of an ounce, and they literally weighed a soul. So literally, when you die, your soul, or whatever it is inside you, your soul, your breath of God, or whatever you consider it, it leaves your body, and it goes into, like, energy never dies. So what I'm trying to say here is that it's eternal. Like, nothing ever dies. It's forever growing. So although it may not be here in the same form, it came back around in a different form. Like, it was a red triangle before, now it's going to be a blue transcendent triangle. Something like that. So what I see here is that the woman, if that's not the case, or there's many other ways that we can look at it, is that a woman in your life, or if this is you, a woman, or a woman in your life, if this is you, is going through a change. It's like a cocoon. It's like you're coming out of your shell, or you're spreading your wings out of this cocoon. This is like a death of some sort, but like it's not like a death like Saturn, where it's like, oh, nothing, that's it, you're dead. This is like a death like Pluto, where it's creating. It has to like make room for more. So what this is, it's creating better things. Although it may not seem like it at this time, things are growing. They're already planted and already growing, but you probably don't see this, because I feel a lot of tension and sadness here. But the sun is shining. So this could be because of this change, and because you cut something off, you're able to see the sun. You're able to see the light now. It's like a lesson learned. Because this is lessening. This is a lack of, or it takes away. So your pain is lessening, because it's like you have to be willing to change. There has to be a will. Like, there's to be a will for there to be a way. So, that's why I say that. Let's look at it this other way. Let's back it up a little. Alright, so the woman could be, you could be refusing to change because of the pain, or because these new beginnings, you've like come out a different person. Like, it's like you're coming out a different person so you can cut this off. It's like you're trying to sever yourself from something. Let's see what tarot has to say for you, green car 58. Green car, there's our card. Alright, we got the Hierophant in reverse. And swiftness. So, yeah, this is all, okay, so, Mercury and Sagittarius. So this is like not caring what people think about your spirituality or your lack of or something, or how, the way you pray, or how you're different. This is not caring about how you're different. Like, you hold the keys and it's like you're stubborn in your way, but you have to set your eye on God almost. See, the yellow up here is something that has to do with boundaries. So maybe that's what we're drawing a line, maybe, and you say, here's my line, don't cross it, this is how it's gonna be, you need to stick to it. The Hierophant also is like, goes against like what everyone's doing. So maybe you're doing something, maybe you should do something different than what you normally do. When it comes to all this action, the Ace of Wands is very action oriented. Mercury has a lot to do with communication. So maybe you need to be communicating with other people that are different than you. Maybe you'll find something out, like talk to people that you wouldn't normally talk to, or this could be a divorce, maybe, or a contract. Maybe you should be careful what you sign, or maybe get some legal help or some professional help if it's not a legal matter. About this, like if you're going through a real hard time, maybe we need to talk to a therapist or a professional. But Taurus definitely has something to do with this. I see Taurus energy. But that is for you. Card number 58, green car. Yeah, you definitely, once you draw boundaries, you're gonna come out this big butterfly. You're gonna grow. It's like you're in this, like, shedding stage. And it's like when a seed, before it grows, it's in the dark, and it's cracking, and it hurts probably to crack, and it's changing, it's molding itself into something else. And also, your bodies are like, when something new is about to happen, it's like an old dog and a new dog fighting over a spot in your body. It's like the old you and the new you. So if you ignore the old you and praise the new you, the more you praise and are grateful and express gratitude for the new you, the more it's basically acceptance of the resilience for you. The easier it'll go. Like, be loving. Take yourself out on a date or something like that. Treat yourself with love as much as you love somebody else. Love yourself. Alright, 23, 24. Now we're on to the orange car. Orange car. Fast car. It's a very fast car. It has a fin on it. A spoiler, they call them. And it also has protection in the front. So you have extra protection in the front and extra protection in the back. And protection on the sides, too. So it's like you have great protection on all sides of you. This is great protection. And it's bright, so this is being in your, like, being comfortable, being bright, and you're being protected when you're shining your light. Don't be afraid to shine your light. Don't be afraid to shine your light, because you're protected. You're loved and protected. Alright, let's see what the Lenormand says, and then we'll pull some tarot for you. Pile number 3. The card. Oh, my people. We'll pick the orange car from the people who picked the orange car. Here we go. Alright, we have the rider, which is new beginnings, this is quickness, everything in one day. We have the ring, which is a commitment or some kind of contract. This is like what you're loyal to, what you're committed to. We have the mountains. This could be problems. This could be the real place, the real mountains. And we got the lily, which pile number 1 had the lily. And pile number 2 had the mouse. So maybe this has something to do with that. And 2, maybe you can watch both of them. And the clover. This too is fast energy. So whatever's going on here, I suspect it's not going to last a long time. So let's zoom in on these cards. And let's see, we have numbers 1, 25, 21, 30, 23, and 2. Alright, so, let's get the wand. So we have new beginnings or new visitors coming and going to create a commitment maybe to mountains, or maybe this person brings issues when it comes to your marriage or this new beginning. Could commit you to some issues that you have to climb up the hill or knock you down the hill maybe. The lily is more like morals, values, happiness. It could be about sex, sensuality, pleasures is what brings you pleasure. And then the mouse is what takes away. So this luck or this thing that happens like over a whim is like is creating a loss possibly, or you're having a lack of luck because of this could be like a Madonna whore complex, like having sex with different partners. Maybe that's bringing you luck, or this could be a sexually transmitted disease possibly. I'm not saying that. If it is, it's not something that's going to stay for a long time. Because this could be disease and this could be sex. You can there could be a lack of commitment, or maybe there's something defected in the commitment that's bringing short-term problems because of these new, maybe new values and or morals, or maybe a new person coming around. This could be a dark-haired lady too, maybe. So maybe a dark-haired woman is bringing you some issues with this clover. The clover is a very positive card, and so is the lily, so it doesn't make the mouse. The only thing is with it compatible with the mountains, but this could be a lack of issues. Your problems could lessen if you committed to sex, and that could be like a new change or a new beginning for you, and that could bring some luck. This is like something over 2 days or maybe a 2-week period, and this is short too, like a weekend, 1 day. So maybe you're signing a contract and it's telling you that there might be issues with the contract, that possibly you should pay attention to the detail. You know, when you're looking for a 4-leaf clover, this is pointing to that. So maybe when your issues, when you're looking for a 4-leaf clover, you're looking for, I watched people look and I looked forever. You know, have you ever looked for a 4-leaf clover? It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack. So to actually find one is you have to pay attention to detail, and you have to know, one's different than the other. So maybe that has something to do with it. Like, look, pay attention to detail. And, you know, there's one, something's different than the other. And in order to find that, you have to be aware. It's almost like looking at it through a magnifying glass or something like that. This could be like a defected contract or something, and that could bring some issues. So maybe be careful what you sign. Take a couple days to read over it, or pay attention to detail when it comes to it, because it could create issues in the long run. Maybe not now, you might not see it now, but maybe like at the top of the hill, you'll see it. Trying to think. Let's pull some tarot and see what the tarot has to say about this. Alright, so the strife is lessening. That's good. Here we go. It's in reverse. The Five of Wands in reverse. Then we have pleasure in reverse, which that has something to do with that. It's all connected. Ace of Swords, upright. Queen of Wands, and the Prince of Cups. So, yeah, you gotta cry it out. We gotta definitely cry it out. This definitely says you have to cry it out. Talk about it. The Queen of Wands, she knows what she wants, and she like goes and gets it. There's nothing stopping her. Nothing's in her way. There's also a cheetah. So when it comes to wanting what you want and going after it, use your intuition. But you're definitely flying upward, which is good. And this reminds me of like you're being crowned, or like God or heaven. And this is on the loss. So maybe there's like a loss of a loved one or of a spouse. Maybe you're a widow. This could be the less in the problems. Okay, how do I say this? God, give me the words to share this message. So it's like your pleasures are contained within this container. So and this could have something to do with your childhood, which the rider is the beginning. I should have thought about that. So luckily for tarot. So maybe there's an issue, like some shadow work or some like childhood something that we have to go through in order to have this new idea. So after we go through this and heal this, it's like you're going to be rewarded with like a new plan, a new idea, a new something. But like this is offering it to you, but you have to be accepting of it. It's almost like you have to be willing to do whatever it takes to get there. And this could be a younger male okay. Or this could be like a loss of like a miscarriage or something like that too, or something, because this is pregnancy. So this is like, okay, so if it feels like it's like a negative situation, know that everything happens in due timing. So in the right time, things will happen. We have, oh, it's holding the three things. And the three things today were sensitive, caring, and helpful. Sensitive, caring, and helpful. Like, instead of like, that's how you are. And that's how you see yourself. That's how you want to be unstoppable, because you have the crown. This new idea comes and you get this spark of creativity, which is good. So that'll help you heal this. But anything stagnant, it's got to come out. So to cry it out is good, or to talk to somebody is also good. Or to write it down. But this is a lot of like mental and emotional energy. So it's like, yeah, it's mental, emotional energy. So yeah, you have like the world inside you. The world's inside you. And when you already have this inside of you. So once you realize it, then you can radiate it out and you can manifest anything. Like we used to be able to move rocks without even touching them with our minds. And people think, oh, how? We only use like, what, 7% of our brain? So imagine if we even use 50% of our brain, how much we can move. You can move mountains. So, I mean, if we used to do it, we could still do it. So just know that anything's possible. That's how miracles happen. That's what magic is. Magic is real. So, yeah, there you go. For pile number 3 with the car. Thank you all so very much. I love you and awesome. Please subscribe and like. And, yeah, thank you. I so am greatly thankful. If it wasn't